You know when you do something really stupid and you damage or drop a piece of expensive tech, and it's like it happens in slow motion and you can't do anything about it? That's what happened to my Steam Deck. So the Steam Deck is all plastic on the back, and it does like to slide around on surfaces. So I had my Steam Deck on the coffee table, and then in my infinite wisdom, I decided to move the coffee table without putting the Steam Deck back in its case. And word to the wise, if you're not using your Steam Deck, put it back in the case. And so in slow motion, I watched as my Steam Deck gently slid off the end of the coffee table and gently dropped onto the floor, smashing the screen and damaging the top case. I was absolutely gutted, as you can imagine. I've been so excited about the launch of the Steam Deck, and I got straight on the case when the pre-orders opened and got my order in within 10 minutes of that happening. That was July last year, and this arrived in April. And I've been really enjoying the Steam Deck. It's a fantastic way to play No Man's Sky. The game runs really well on the Steam Deck, and I'm just getting into Stray as well. That's a fun game too. Anyway, I need to get the Steam Deck fixed, obviously. The screen had been cracked, but it was only the glass that was cracked. The digitizer was still working, the screen was still working, everything was still working on the Steam Deck. But I had this ugly gap in the screen and also damage to the top case, which now, I'm quite fussy about my devices. I need them to look pristine, so I wasn't going to live with that. Now, interestingly, Valve has tied up with iFixit to provide all of the spare parts for the Steam Deck so that you can repair it yourself. So you can buy a screen assembly and you can buy a top case. And I thought, actually, this would be a really good video. I'll buy the parts and I'll do the upgrade. I'm sure people would be interested in watching that. But when I went on to iFixit, what I found is that you can't just buy the glass top panel for the screen. You have to buy the entire display assembly, which I would have done. But the top case needs to be changed at the same time. And there weren't any in stock. And iFixit weren't indicating when there might be some in stock. So I didn't want to just wait around with a broken Steam Deck. So I thought, well, what I'll need to do is just open up a support case with Steam and ask them to repair it for me. And obviously I was expecting to pay for that because it's my fault that the Steam Deck was broken. Now, admittedly, if Valve were to put maybe just a little bit of rubber on the underside here, just by the triggers, I don't think that would get in the way. I don't think it would change the feel of the Steam Deck, but it would stop it from being quite so slidey. So if you are watching Valve, that's my top tip, but I'm sure your engineers can come up with a great solution. In any case, I sent them a picture of the Steam Deck, I explained what had happened and asked them for service on the deck. And to my absolute astonishment, I got a reply saying that they were going to replace my Steam Deck as a customer service gesture. I was absolutely blown away by that. As time progressed, I began to wonder if someone had made a mistake, because why would they send me a brand new Steam Deck for something that I had damaged? And Valve support is very busy, so it does take a bit of time to get a response to any messages that you put up. So it's quite uncomfortable when you're waiting and you're not really sure what's happening. And they said they would send me the RMA details and a shipping label, and I didn't receive that via emails. So it took a few days to get that sorted, but sure enough, I did get the RMA sheet and a shipping label, and I sent the Steam Deck off to them. And I know it arrived there, but then there was no update. They didn't post any update on the thread, and that was slightly concerning. And about a week later, I chased them and didn't get any response because they're so busy, I guess. So I was starting to panic. And I returned my Steam Deck in all of the original packaging with the case and the charger, everything in the original retail box. And I was wondering, what will I get back? Will I get a refurbished unit in a brown box? And then I've lost my case and all the packaging. So you know what happens when you send devices away and you start to panic about it. Eventually, I did get a response saying a replacement was being shipped. And 2 weeks after I shipped my damaged one to them, I got this replacement. And as you can see, it came in a retail box, everything absolutely brand new. So I know a lot of people are still waiting for their Steam Deck. So if you're waiting in the queue and I've now had a replacement, then I apologize to you. I'm sorry about that. And I also have to say that I don't think Valve would do this in every situation. I'm sure there's a good reason for them doing it for me. Perhaps it's more cost effective just to ship a new deck and then to repair the one I sent in, and that will then go out as a replacement for someone else. Because they did that, then my brand loyalty has increased quite considerably, and it will be remembered. Now, I think it's worth just saying that if you've damaged your Steam Deck, I don't believe that you should expect Valve to automatically replace it just because they've done it in this case. It was their decision to do that. They're not obligated to do that. So, you know, we need to set our expectations accordingly. I was absolutely expecting to pay for a repair. And I think if you damage your own deck, then that should be your expectation. But regardless of whether Valve do this for others or not, the fact that they did it at all just shows that they are committed to customer service. So whatever happens, you know that you're in safe hands and they will look after you. And I think that's amazing. And I just wanted to share that story with you because quite often we share stories of poor customer service. So I wanted to share this story of great customer service. Anyway, if you'd like to see me do a review of this Steam Deck, let me know in the comments section. I'd be happy to do that. And otherwise, if you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Maybe hit the like button and let YouTube know that you enjoyed the video too. Please leave a comment below. Let me know your experience. Have you got a Steam Deck? Are you still waiting for your Steam Deck? Have you broken your Steam Deck? I'd be interested to hear from you. And see you again soon for some more geekery.